Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are here on a gig, and I'm going to show you real fast how I wire up a iPad that is playing tracks for a band, or it could be a laptop. So what you start with is said iPad or laptop. Next, you need one of these cables that has 1/8 inch, 3.5 millimeter TRS stereo left right. Okay, so that plugs into the laptop or iPad. Next, on the other end of that cable, it splits. See, it splits Y cable or breakout cable to these two different inputs here. And these are 1/4 inch TS connectors. You could call that mono, but that's not really what we're talking about here. So TS is just tip sleeve. And then you basically have two different things here, two different sources. It came out of the iPad as one thing, but now it's two things. Well, in reality, it really was two things inside the track you're playing off your iPad. So on the left hand channel, you have click, let's say. And so that might be this black connector, okay? And that's just click, so that goes into a separate DI sent to the sound man or sound lady at the console. Okay, then the right side is going to have the production, what the audience hears, and no, the audience does not hear the click. So for a band where everybody's on in-ears, you have two separate things on a mixer that you're mixing in the ears. You've got click, you're mixing in the ears, and you've got production mixing in the ears. And that would be instruments, let's say, that you don't have on stage, or maybe some effects and stuff from the original track. All right, so then these go into separate DI boxes or a dual DI such as this. All right, so I've got 4 1/4 inch connectors here and 2 XLR connectors. I'm gonna plug left into number 1, right into number 2. So that means click is going down number 1 and production is going down number 2. All right, so coming out the back of the DI box, this could be 2 separate DIs or this dual DI right here. This one is an ART, A-R-T, and it's $40. Works fine. It's not catalog, it works fine. All right, so channel 1 was my click. That's gonna go to this black XLR cable at the moment. And so that is going to the console, mixing desk, what have you. All right, then channel 2 was production. I'm going to send that into this blue cable to the sound technician, and now they are getting production for the house. Of course, they're going to mute the click for the house, but they're also going to send these back to the auxiliary outputs for monitors, whether it be wedges or in-ears. And if in-ears, then the player or singer on stage can fader up the click on one channel and a separate channel fader up the production. So that's that. Now what I do for drumming, because scrolling on an iPad doing channels and stuff like this to get your mix for your in-ears can be a little time consuming to find the fader for the click. And so what I do is run this through off of the DI box. So don't buy a DI without these through outputs, just more 1/4 inch outputs that help you, let's say, run an instrument to a DI and then onto an amplifier if you want it. In this case, I'm running the click side through this 1/4 inch cable over to my mixer, and this is what I'm listening to everything with. So I've got a click coming on one channel, I've got monitor, which is the entire band, could have the click in there, and the production, all the drums and all the other instruments and vocals. But more importantly, I've got a click separate split off from the through output into this channel, and I can really quick grab a hold of this knob or fader and bring that up and down faster than I can scroll on screen and find what channel was click on. Oh, I'm playing with a different band tonight. They got click way at a different side of the mix. With this, I've got it exactly where I want it. I can do that. You may be wondering what else I've got over here on this analog mixer. This is not the mixer for the band. This is not the mixer for my headphone mix. This is just receiving the monitor send, fadering up there. Receiving the separate split click, putting that here. I've got a kick drum over here, separate mic because I like to EQ a lot of highs on my kick drum. Different than what maybe the sound guy is sending in the monitor mix for the drums. I also have a talkback mic here just in case they're not running talkback to the main mixer first and then to everybody's ears. So this is how I get it done if I'm running with a track band, and there you go.